Welcome back to the channel. This is Josh at Sanders Street Rods. Today we're going to do a full breakdown of this Blazer that Denny built originally and we swapped a Roadster Shop spec chassis onto. So let's check it out. All right, we're outside with Brian's 1972 Blazer. This is a two-wheel drive Blazer. It was converted from four-wheel drive to two-wheel drive. It's sitting on a Roadster Shop spec chassis. This Blazer's got a little bit of a story. So Denny originally built it for himself. He bought it as a four-wheel drive, like I said. It was used at a ranch in Montana, I believe, to take people from the airport to the resort. And it was really clean. It was like no radio, bare minimum. He bought it from the original owners of it and then cut it up and turned it into two-wheel drive. Denny took a stock chassis and converted it, which involved doing a Mustang 2 front end. He changed it to like a truck rear end with the trailing arms and lowered it and C-notched the frame. There was no chassis available at the time that was done, and it worked pretty good, but we knew that it could drive better. Denny eventually sold it to a customer, Brian, and Brian wanted us to make that change. So our involvement at Sanders Street Rods was to swap the Roadster Shop chassis under it. We knew there would be a ton of work involved if we had to take all the sheet metal off of this and convert it over to a new chassis. There was some floor mods that we made in the back, but we knew for the most part it would bolt down. So we actually built jigs to pick this entire body up. We took the hood off, but the nose, the doors, the top, everything stayed on, and we elevated it all up, rolled the old chassis out, and then swapped the new one under. Did that a couple of times as we worked through some of the fit. Check the fit. And eventually bolted it down for good. But that was really a good way to get this done. We didn't have to screw with any gaps, core support, none of that stuff had to change. So that was a super efficient way to pull off that swap, and it ended up working out really good for us. So now he's been enjoying it for a couple of years. He's been driving it quite a bit and having a lot of fun with it. It steers better, it stops nicer, it's a little tighter overall. Denny put a 68-69 front end on it, which gives it a different grille and what they call, I believe it's a shovel nose front end. So this section of the hood is gotta be 1.5 inches shorter than stock like 72 Blazer hood. The two-tone, all the paint and everything was done by Denny and Doug at the time. This is a sunset orange and then an off-white. It's not quite like Wimbledon white, but it's a good complementary, like creamy kind of color, like a creamsicle kind of orange and off-white that go together really well. This is a LS1. I believe that they just got this from a junkyard. But pretty clean. It's just been it's been working. Been really reliable for them, which is always important. The interior on it is pretty cool because it was done by Bob Jasper. Jasper's just a really cool old guy. He pretty much worked by himself, does one car at a time. He helped me do a bunch of stuff on my Chevelle, and he's since retired, but it's cool to see this. His quality is standing true on this build many years later. So he wrapped the door panels, the original panel, wrapped it, did all the stitching, which is really cool. Wrapped the dash pad, nice and simple. The brown looks good with the orange. Really cool headliner that he built for it. Turned out really good, big one piece. I don't even know how he fastened it in there, but it's really slick. Another thing that Sierra and I were just talking about was the body lines are these. So this was just a conversation we just had. So the truck sits with a little bit of a rake right now based off of the rocker. But because of this body line in the sheet metal, not just the two-tone line, this line actually drops off. And the first time I ever noticed that was on the black lifted four-wheel drive Blazer that we built. The Blazer is relatively level, but it gives it like a squatted down look. And it's just built into the body. So we were just talking, it'd be cool to build one of these and actually modify that so that it comes straight out of the door. So that way you could set the truck level and it would look level, where right now you set it level and it looks like it's squatting way back. This is a good visual representation of it because it's kind of exaggerated with that two-tone. It's just how they did it originally. So it sure would be a lot of work to change that. You'd have to change it all the way around the corner and lift this whole line up all the way around the back of the truck. But that'd be a cool little subtle modification. The whole top has been gloss painted and base cleared and cut and buffed and everything. So it doesn't have like the traditional drywall texture that it would have had originally from the factory. A great overall build, and I know they really enjoy it. It's comfortable for them to drive and easy to get around and easy to get in and out of. 2-wheel drive, lowered. It's a good build for what it was intended to be used for. This is actually the same color that we shot on the Bronco. You can see that a handful of videos back. He saw a color card that we had sprayed out, and that's what made the choice. It's a good color. It really pops out in the sun and goes pretty dark in the shade, which is something I personally really like to see happen. Now that it's getting hotter out, we have t-shirts for sale, but really buy some apparel. It's all on our website, really easy to get, ships the next day. It helps keeps us making content. It tells us that you like what we're doing, and we'll keep going. Wearing my oil and whiskey hat today, but we have hats too. This Blazer sits on a Roadster Shop spec chassis, which gives it a really nice stance, really good ride quality. We're really happy with how this one turned out. It came with all the brake lines, the fuel lines, everything all set up for it. We had to do some floor modifications, which we knew about from the beginning. It's got a stainless exhaust that Brian built for it. It came with a stainless tank. It all came together really clean. It's kind of got a lot of the stuff that we do on just about every project, really. Brown & Miller, crimped hoses, the stainless exhaust. This one's got a bigger MagnaFlow muffler. You kind of wanted it to be a little bit quieter. It's all put together with these V-band clamps so it can all be removed, which is nice. It's got the vibrant bellows assemblies to deal with the expansion and contraction of the stainless, as well as vibrations. This is an LS1 with a 4L60. The chassis was set up to accept those, so it was pretty much just a matter of bolting those components in. We also did a Duraley transmission cooler. We really like running these. They've got a fan on them and a thermostat switch. It just allows us to put them kind of wherever we need to put them and have the fan take care of the airflow. That's kind of become also a staple thing that we do in a lot of these. But just neat and clean, just semi-gloss black paint frame. The body, we had to touch up a couple things on the floors that we modified. But other than that, when we lifted off the body, we lifted the whole thing off as an assembly, rolled the old chassis out, swapped some things around, rolled the new one under, a couple test fits, and it was bolted down. So it was pretty seamless once we got to that point. A lot of the stuff that we put back in this was stuff from the previous build. So when Denny built this 16, 17 years ago, we just retained as much of that. So the wiring and all those different things, the interior, the exterior paint, all that was just disassembled and transferred over to this new chassis. The old frame it was still a trailing arm. It was just converted and really lowered, C-notched the frame. The floor needed to be raised up really to achieve the ride height that it had. So it was bottoming out at times, and it had a Mustang 2 front end in it, I believe is what was modified into it to make it lowered. Denny modified the chassis immensely, and that's just what was available at the time, and it was his personal vehicle, and it worked out good. But the customer wanted to be a little more comfortable driving it. This achieved that for sure. He's been happy with driving this thing around and enjoying it, so we pulled that off. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, like it. If you have a question, ask it. See you again. Thanks.
Are you serious? I'm better than you. I've always been a better driver than you.
Me.